Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and whatever else is watching. My name is Sneak, and I wanted to give my impressions about a demo that has, well, been on the Nintendo eShop for the Switch a little while now, and that is Daemon X Machina prototype missions. Daemon X Machina was first announced during the E3 in 2018. Then there were some little trailers and little bits shown in between somewhere. And in January, no, not January, February Direct. Then Daemon X Machina was again shown, and they told that a demo would be available on the eShop in that day. And it was prototype missions, and they would have loved that we would play it. And I must say, I've always been interested in this game, Daemon X Machina, from the very first moment I saw it. However, I also kinda completely forgot about it until, well, we saw something again, and then I was again excited, and a few days later I forgot it again. And also again with this time, I saw it, I was excited for the demo, but as I didn't got around to it, I forgot it. And recently I just browsed through the, the eShop, just to see what was on there. And then I saw that this little demo was available. And I thought, oh yeah, I wanted to play that one. So I downloaded it, and I got to playing it again. And not forgetting about it this time. And I have to say, my feelings are a little bit mixed. I think the art style is great, it's awesome. Well, partially, but I'll talk about that later. Most of it, I think it's really awesome, although it's kinda red, but that can also be the levels. Or yeah, because you have a mission-based structure, you go to a hub world and then you access a PC and you get a list of missions for you to do. And most of these missions that I've played have been really rad. There have also been other missions that had no red in it, but most of them were. And I have to say, it's really great. The game, the sound is also really nice and very well done. However, there are a few details that I think can be done a little bit better. But first, one thing that I really liked is that it has a very extensive customization options, because you can customize your own character, the looks of your own character, the colors, you can even of your suit and your character, you can customize it. It's maybe not the biggest pool of customization options, but I spent quite a while on customizing my character. And after that you can earn parts, earn weapons, and customize the mech that you're actually driving or piloting. And you can also color it differently. Each part can be colored differently. And I think that's something I really like about it. It's a really cool thing added to it, making it a little bit more your own thing. But like I said earlier, there were a few things that kinda bugged me, and they have also a little bit to do with gameplay. First of all, you are piloting a mech, that has a gun, that has... Well, actually, you can have multiple weapons and varying on either the right or the left arm, and you have also a shoulder weapon. Your shoulder buttons on your on the controllers pretty much use your weapons, and then you can also dash in different directions and all that kind of stuff to avoid attacks from your enemies. And most of it, I think, the gameplay was really solid. You have flight capabilities. You can boost, but not boost forever. And if you boost too long, then you also get additionally punished in case that you are actually dropping to the ground. You can no longer fly then until your energy meter, your stamina, has regained again. Yeah, max have stamina in this thing, but it kind of works the same anyway. And I have to say, that is really awesome how that is done. The combating regular enemies is also really well done. The missions that I played were actually really fun, and you can fly forever if you wish to. However, there were also a little bit of things about that gameplay that I didn't like. Personally, I prefer to use swords over guns in games. However, the sword that I got in this game really felt a little bit off in the gameplay. You do a dash in a certain direction and then you make a circle, a spin that slashes your enemy. However, there is a charge time in which you are left completely vulnerable, and if the enemy just moves, then you shoot past it and completely missing it again, which is a little bit awkward. I hope not all swords do this, but that sword, it was not that much fun to play. You can better stick with guns or something, which in my opinion is a little bit of a loss. Another thing that I noticed was how the story was handled. It's not very clear what the big story is in general. However, before each mission you have a little bit of a dialogue sequence between various characters or the AI that provides you the mission, and it comes pretty much down to a portrait, just a character portrait, and then text beside it, and well, it is still fully voiced, that is, and also English voiced, so that's a plus point. However, there is very little emotion in the visual side. It really has to do everything from the, well, sound direction. Because the character portraits, there is only one thing. Even if someone gets angry, or someone gets happy, or someone gets sad, or whatever, excited or something, the portrait always stays the same. The text is always the boring same font, and that's something that's a little bit sad. It's a little bit depressing even. If it wasn't for the voice acting, it would be very hard to distinguish emotions in there. Especially because everything is so monotone in its visual presentation for the story actually. However, during the fights, then, well, you don't see anything, but you're actually talking to one another across a radio. And that's really cool. Another point that another bit that I actually did not like, that I thought could be handled much better, is one part of the combat. well, not only the sword, that's also part of the combat. That could be a lot better. But you have two different enemies. You have your grunt and your so-called immortals enemies. Those are robotic enemies and they come and swarm at you, or they are giants and you have to hit them, and they are really fun because they can also be tanks and everything, or just little drones or whatever, and yeah, they are fun to fight. But then I also had one mission where I had to fight other mercenaries, because you're actually playing a mercenary, and you had to play a mercenary you had to fight a mercenary who had a completely different job than you had. And that is something that I really did not enjoy that much, because it was difficult to distinguish friend from foe. You don't really get to see at the beginning of the mission what allies you actually have and how their mechs look like and how you can distinguish them. And then these enemies drop in with the same kind of generic mechs, and the only way you can actually distinguish between friend or foe is looking at the radar screen at the right top of your of the screen. And if they have a certain color of dot on your radar, then they are enemies, and otherwise they are allies. Okay, there is also the name that is very vaguely there and has a red shine to it, but I wish they had a certain aura highlighting the enemy mechs and the friendly mechs, because at a certain point I got so confused, so turned around, that I didn't even know who was hitting me actually, and I was probably trying to take out my allies at a certain point, and that's one thing that could be improved. If they could add a highlight, I wish they... Yeah, those are the 2 points that I think should be improved. Highlighting your enemies and allies with a certain color, and well, the story could be handled a little bit better with more portraits, or just, well, full motion, well, cutscenes in general. I think that would make the game a lot more attractive, because now it's just again seems like they just want to put a gameplay or part to it, and not so much on the narrative side. So yeah, however, I am still thinking that this could be a good game, and I'm actually looking forward to it even more now that I have played it. But it can also be that if these points of frustration are left in there, then it could be that well, maybe I won't be playing it for long. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my impressions of this bit of this demo. If you own a Switch, I urge you to download this demo as well and try it out for yourself, because it's free. You only have to spend, well, a little bit of data space, and even that is temporary. Just try it out. And I would like to know what you thought of this game, of this demo. Also, I would like to know what you think of this video. Leave it all in the comments below, and I hope to see you again in another video. Until then, enjoy some little bit more gameplay, and I'll see you in the next time. Bye!
Order briefing. This order is a request from Sky Union. The details are as follows. Hostile AI forces have invaded Sky Union's territory within the Ovalink. Each mercenary must swiftly dispose of all enemies in the designated area. We have also confirmed that the invading enemy force consists of these seized AI. For this order, each Reclaimer squad will be in charge of a specific area. You will be working with Bullet Works. Briefing over.
Hey, Rookie. If you got any questions, hit me up. I'd be happy to show you the ropes.
So you're a vet now, Johnny.
See what I gotta put up with? Come on, Corporal. When are you gonna stop treating me like a newbie?
4. Send us the order data.
Uploading. That should be everything. Consult this data for detailed information about the area of operations. Continue your approach. The order will begin soon.
Catch you later, Rookie.
Scanning battlefield. Minor concentrations of Femto detected. Electronics will not be affected. Initiating each arsenal's data link. Opening squad communications channel. Begin the order.
Hey, Rookie. Looks like you made it to the battlefield in one piece. Welcome to the Oval Link. Exciting, isn't it?
Focus. This hell is surrounded by 2,000-kilometer high walls.
Come on, man. What do you keep busting my chops for? Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Johnny G. I'm with Bulletworks. And that lovely ray of sunshine is the Corporal. He's with Bulletworks, too.
Please remember to use my call sign. Falcon.
My call sign is my real name. Man, I wish I had a cool-sounding call sign like Falcon.
A call sign is just a word to help us ID.
If you say so. Anyway, Bulletworks has been placed in charge of this area. Sky Unit managed to hold this area for a long time. But every now and then, AI invaders will show up knocking at the door, trying to get in. And when that happens, we get called in to clean house.
Pest control, more or less.
Pretty much. You probably already know about the Immortals, but just in case. They're responsible for corrupting all these AI that we've been sent to destroy. But our arsenals are more than a match for them. These AI might as well be fish in a barrel.
Immortals must be destroyed on sight. We'll get a bonus for each one we take out. Stay within the area of operations. 4 will alert you if you're about to stray.
Just leave it to me.
Also, sometimes on the battlefield, you can salvage equipment for your arsenal. Whatever you find, you keep. Try to recover any equipment you come across. If you're lucky, it'll be high-quality stuff. But most of the time, it's junk. I think that about covers everything.
Clustering is a bad tactic, so spread out. If you need help, call from me or John. Over and out.
Woohoo! Time to get this party started!
Initiating return sequence. Follow instructions to return to base.
Over already, huh? Looks like the rookie's still in one piece, too. Time to head home and...
Wait, Johnny. I don't like how this smells. Something's coming.
You and your nose.
Access granted. Sky Union's radar station has confirmed the appearance of immortals in your vicinity. Transmitting target data.
What am I even looking at? Their sizes. In class? Oh man. You sure we're not in over our heads here?
Order update. Sky Union has modified the request as follows. Stop the immortals from advancing further into Sky Union's territory. That's all.
What? You've got to be kidding me! What's the call, Corporal?
We're right where we need to be.
Should have known you'd say something like that. Ah, fine. I guess we're doing this.
There are no whiners and bullies. Besides, I'm sure BT planned this.
I really hope you're right about that.
Fierce gale is approaching.
Fierce Gale? What are you talking about? Still alive, huh? You've gotten stronger, it seems. Corporal! Johnny G! Get out of the way! Major! Lieutenant! Johnny G. We'll take it from here. Follow my lead.
I won't always have your back, you know.
The Deegan class, huh? I know you want to help, but you need to remember. Besides, both know I'm the superior pilot. Just focus on defeating these for now.
Fine, but someday you'll be next.
That's the spirit.
Order complete. The Order's objectives have been achieved. Initiating return sequence.